ISIS is the police. The police are licensed to kill us, children, old people.
Words from Nebraska State Senator Ernie Chambers gaining national attention and criticism from Omaha City leaders. Good evening, I'm John Nicely. Mallory's off tonight. Senator Chambers' comments come at a time when our nation is dealing with the polarized relations between the public and some police departments. Tension after the deadly police shooting of an unarmed man in Ferguson, Missouri. Just 2 weeks ago, an officer killed a naked, unarmed man in DeKalb County, Georgia. Here in Omaha, a month ago, an unarmed attempted robbery suspect who claimed he had a gun was shot and killed. Just last night in San Jose, California, an officer was shot and killed while responding to a report of a suicidal man. And in Wisconsin, a state trooper was killed last night in a shootout with a suspected bank robber. Our lead tonight, reaction about strong rhetoric from a Nebraska state senator, which many say takes us in a whole new direction. Joe Chiodo leads off our coverage tonight, 6 View Live.
John, you said it there. This is an issue that has spread debate and conversation across the entire country. We're talking about alleged police brutality, officer-involved shootings, and then you look at it on the other side, disrespect of police organizations. Now, we're here live outside Omaha Police Headquarters, and Senator Ernie Chambers is speaking out against the police department, specifically officer-involved shootings, one of those happening just a month ago, 2 days ago. Now, yesterday, Officer Alvin Lugod resigned after that shooting, and I talked with the Omaha Police Association today, and they say Ernie Chambers' comments today are being viewed as threatening.
Nobody from ISIS ever terrorized us as a people as the police do daily.
Ernie Chambers didn't hold back Friday, saying he would use deadly force against the police.
Mine would be for the police. And if I carried a gun, I'd want to shoot him first and then ask questions later, like they say the cop ought to do.
The Police Officers Association responding, saying those comments should never come from the mouth of an elected official.
I honestly think that the State Patrol should look into whether this constitutes terroristic threats.
Officer Anthony Connor, who grew up in North Omaha and now patrols its streets, says he feels threatened, and it adds to the problem on a national level.
In the last 24 hours, we've had 2 police officers across the country that have been killed and gunned down. And to hear a comment like that from a state senator is very, very disturbing.
Officer Connor and the Police Association wouldn't comment on Tuesday's resignation of Officer Anthony Lugod. Today, Senator Beau McCoy called on Chambers to apologize for his comments on Lugod, but Chambers refused to stand down.
I will continue strongly and vociferously to criticize the police. He is the man who shot a man in the back, who was on the hood of a car, with his hands on the fence, and I said the cop was absolutely wrong. The other day, he suddenly decided to resign. He won't say why. The chief won't say why.
And the reason for not saying why is because it's actually written into their police union contracts that they don't have to reveal the details of a resignation. Now, as far as those comments about comparing police to ISIS, well, the mayor is speaking out about them. The police chief, as well as County Attorney Don Klein, all of them say the remarks are extremely disappointing. We're going to have their full comments coming up in the next half hour. Reporting live with photographer Kyle Beneke, Joe Chiodo, WWT6 News.